The Whispering Forest, a story about listening to your inner world. Once upon a time, there was a forest unlike any other. It stretched across big acres of land, its trees tall and ancient, its path winding and mysterious. Many had walked its trails, farmers, travelers, dreamers, and every one of them said the same thing. When the wind blew through those trees, it wasn't just the leaves that rustled. It was as though the forest spoke. The whispers weren't loud or clear. They came softly, woven into the rustling branches, the sigh of the wind, the hush of the moss beneath your feet. And they weren't the kind of whispers that told you what to do. They were the kind that made you listen. In a small village not far from the forest, there lived a girl who often felt lost. Not in the way that means you don't know where you are, but in the way that you just can't hear yourself anymore. Her days were filled with noises, tasks to complete, people to please, questions that never seemed to have answers. One evening, just before twilight, the girl walked towards the forest. She didn't know why. She only knew her chest felt tight, her head felt heavy, and something inside her whispered, "Go." So she stepped into the trees. The air grew cooler and the light softer. Her footsteps made no sound on the mossy floor. And then she heard it. A whisper. It wasn't words exactly, but a feeling. A gentle pull, quiet calling. She followed it, past the wide, knotted trunks, beneath the canopy of golden green. Her breath slowed, her shoulders softened. She didn't know where the whisper was leading her. She only knew that for the first time in a long time, she felt like she was listening. And as she listened, she began to hear not just the forest, but herself. "You're tired," her heart said. "You're enough," her breath said. "You're here, and that is all you need to be," the quiet voice within her said. The whispers weren't loud. They didn't shout. They didn't demand. They simply waited for her to notice. So she sat down at the base of an old tree, leaned her back against the strong, steady trunk, and closed her eyes. The whispers wrapped around her like a gentle breeze, soft and true, until all the noise faded away, and the only voice she heard was her own. When she finally rose, she didn't feel lost anymore. She felt present. She felt whole. And the forest, always still and always whispering, stood quietly behind her, ready to guide her home again whenever she chose to listen. Breathe in. You don't need to have all the answers. Just let yourself listen to the trees, to your breath, and to the quiet voice within that has always been yours.